Hello friends, welcome to our J Multiverse channel. Today we are going to learn Carnot engine. So Carnot engine is type of heat engine, okay, in which our working substance is gas, and the gas will go through a cycle called Carnot cycle. Here it will intake some heat and it will convert into work, and then once like heat engine it will then reject the remaining heat into sink. But this process it will go through is Carnot cycle, and this cycle has very high efficiency, okay. So that is why this is important. So let me give you an image of Carnot cycle, okay. So this is how a Carnot cycle looks like here. These are there are two isotherms and two adiabatic processes, okay, that will it go through. So first part is isothermal process, four parts, okay. We will divide this into four parts, which is first isothermal at temperature T1, okay, and it will gain some heat here, which is Q1 from source. So first is isothermal process with temperature T1, and then it will gain some heat, which is Q1, okay. It will gain some heat which is Q1, then that is from source, heat gain from source in this process. Then it will go through an adiabatic process. And there is no heat exchange, okay, in this adiabatic process, and here it will be expanded, in this adiabatic process. So second is adiabatic expansion in second process. Third process is again an isothermal process, but now temperature would be different, which is T2, that is sink temperature. In first isothermal process, that is T1, which is source temperature, but now it is sink temperature, and now it will increase its pressure and decompressed, okay. Its temperature would remain constant. So again an isothermal process, okay. Here it will reject some heat. In this process heat will be rejected. Let's say it is Q2, heat rejected, therefore heat gain would be minus Q2. So when we find the value of heat gain, it will came to be minus Q2. This means that Q2 heat is lost in this process, okay. And finally fourth is again an adiabatic, but this time compression. Adiabatic, wait. Adiabatic compression, and it will complete its cycle from this process. So this is the idea of Carnot cycle, okay. So now let's make it again something like this. So it's T1 temperature, here T2 temperature, here P1 comma V1 pressure and volume, P2 and V2. Here is T1, this is T1, here is P2 comma V2, here is T2, and here P3 comma V3, and here is P4 comma V4, okay. So from first isothermal process, okay, at temperature T1, work done would be nRT1 ln V2 by V1, okay. Work done would be nRT1 ln V2 by V1, and delta U means change in internal energy would be 0. Hence J means heat given to system is nRT1 ln, that is only equal to work, nRT1 ln V2 by V1. Now in second case, in adiabatic process, this is Q1, okay. Q1 is nRT1 ln V2 by V1. That is our equation 1. And now in second case, that is adiabatic process, okay, P2 V2 की power gamma means PV की power gamma is constant. In adiabatic process we know that PV power gamma equal to constant. Therefore P2 Now from this we can write as P equal to nRT by V, right? From PV equal to nRT we can write P equal to nRT by V, and just put this in this P V की power gamma equal to K, means constant. So nRT by V into V की power gamma equal to K. Therefore T V की power gamma minus 1 equal to K dash. Here n and r are both constant, and we will take nr on the right hand side, and which will give us k by nr, again a constant, which is I have replaced it with k dash. So T V की power gamma minus 1 equal to constant. So T1, what is volume there? V2 की power gamma minus 1 equal to T2 V3 की power gamma minus 1. Finally it has volume V3. Okay, wait, I have gone here. Finally it has volume equal to V3. Okay, so here T1 V की power V2 की power gamma minus 1 equal to T2 V3 की power gamma minus 1. This is our equation 2. Okay, or 3, let me see which equation. Okay, it's 2. Now let's move on to third part, which is again an isothermal, and heat rejection would be here. So here work done would be nRT ln final volume. Final volume would be now V4, because it goes from this process, means let's say this is a point B and this is point C, then it will go from B to C. Hence final volume would be V4 and initial volume would be V3. Okay, so work done would be nRT 2 ln V4 by V3. nRT 2 ln V4 by V3. This is our work, and as we know delta U is 0. So Q2 means heat rejected would be nRT 2 ln V4 by V3. As we know that Q2 would be negative because this would lose some heat. Okay, so heat rejected, as I have told you before, heat rejected would be minus Q2, because this will Q2 will be ultimately going to be negative because there will be heat loss in system, and heat rejected is modulus of heat loss, and that is minus Q2, and this will give us ln T2 ln V3 by V4. Now obviously we can see that V4 is less than V3, hence ln 1 by something, and base is E is greater than 1, so E की power, so this will give us a negative value, and negative value, hence Q2 will be negative. So heat rejected is obviously positive because we are talking about heat rejected, so it would be minus of Q2, and it will give us nRT2 ln V3 by V4, that is heat rejected means modulus of heat loss. This is our equation 3. And in fourth, last process, again an adiabatic process. Okay, and let's see our diagram again. Here initial pressure is P4, final is pressure is P1, initial volume is V4, because it will go in this way. Okay, so initial volume is V4, final volume is V1, initial temperature is T2, final temperature is T1. Here T2 will be constant for isotherm, so here initial temperature will be T2 and finally it will be T1. So now here again PV की power gamma, directly you can write TV की power gamma minus 1 equal to constant K dash. Okay, so water it would be constant, so T initial V initial की power gamma minus 1 is equal to T final V power V final, not power. Okay, T final V final की power gamma minus 1, and now T initial is T2, V initial is V4 as I told you, and this is equal to T1, V final would be V1 power gamma minus 1. Let's see it again. Are we doing correct? Yes. Okay, so we are doing okay. So this would be our equation 4, right? Now our equation, recall our equation number 2 now. See, T1 V2 power gamma minus 1, this is equal to T2 V3 power gamma minus 1. Okay, so let's paste this here. Okay, So this is our equation number 2. Now so equation number 4 is T1 V4 power gamma minus 1 equal to T2 T1 V1 power gamma minus 1 equal to T2 V4 power gamma minus 1, and equation 2 is T1 V2 power gamma minus 1. This is equal to T2 V3 power gamma minus 1. Just divide these both equations. So T1 and T2 and T2 will get cancelled, and V1 by V2 power gamma minus 1 equal to V4 by V3 power gamma minus 1. So here we will get V1 by V2 equal to V4 by V3. That means V2 by V1 is equal to V3 by V4. And now here heat, where is our heat gain? Yes, Q1 is nRT ln V2 by V1 and Q nRT1. Okay, and Q2 is means heat rejected modulus. Let's say modulus both side. Okay, so there will be no issue now. This would nRT2 ln V3 by V4. And now you can see that V2 by V1 and V3 by V4 both are same. So if we divide this both equation, we will get Q1 by Q2 equal to, this would both get cancelled, and T1 by T2. So Q2 by Q1 means heat rejected by heat gain. That will be equal to T2 by T1. And this is Carnot theorem, and this is Carnot cycles theorem, and this is very important. Okay, so now we can write efficiency to be 1 minus Q2 by Q1. Here Q2 and Q1 both are magnitude. Okay, they both are magnitude of heat change. Okay, and Q2 is loss and Q1 is gain, and we are taking here modulus. Okay, so there will be no issue of sign, and so we can write in 1 minus T2 by T1. So now in this is a special type of cycle in which Q2 by Q1 is equal to T2 by T1. Now the main merit of this cycle is we can adjust efficiency of cycle by adjusting just temperature of sink and source, and that is the main point of this cycle. So this is very important thing. Okay, this is very important formula. Okay, just keep it in your mind that modulus of Q2 by modulus of Q1, this is equal to T2 by T1. So okay, so we will solve some illustration based on it in next lecture. Please, thanks for watching.